how to reprogram your subconscious mind in the correct way, the fastest way, and the most efficient way in order for you to continue to attract what you want into your life on a subconscious level, so that you don't need to continue to think about things, you don't need to continue to practice things, you can just continuously manifest subconsciously. Things keep showing up, things keep happening, things keep getting beautiful. Today I'm going to be breaking that all down for you inside this video today. But before we begin, first hit the intro. What's up guys, this is Master Lim back in here today for another daily video. There's been a lot of requests for this video as to how one can reprogram their subconscious mind. I want you to first understand that we have the conscious mind, the mind which we know we are doing, the mind which we think about before we do things, the mind that we analyze, and then we've got our subconscious mind. That's the mind that continues to do things for us without us even thinking or putting thought into that. So for example, when we jump into a car, we get in, we drive a car, we get up in the morning, we continue with our morning routine. It's just second nature to us. So that's the power of your subconscious mind. And then your conscious mind is things that we consciously think about, that we consciously create. The reason of this video is that I wanted to break down for you the power of reprogramming your subconscious mind in order for you to manifest and in order for you to attract what it is that you want into your life right now. The first thing that we need to analyze and the first thing that we need to understand here is that a lot of you on here will have been brought up with a lot of conditioning, a lot of beliefs, and those have been your belief system that have been programmed into your subconscious mind, which have been in there from maybe birth, from childhood, from maybe your teenage years, from something that you heard growing up, from peers, teachers and students. I want you to first understand and know before we go any further that that opinion and that belief was just passed on to you by someone else. That's not something that you picked up personally, it was passed on to you, it was handed on to you. Before we go any further, a lot of people like to jump in and blame other people. Today we're not going to do that. We're just going to be grateful that we've got to this place where we can reprogram the subconscious mind right here, right now, today. Instead of pointing the finger this way and pointing and talking about other people because of my parents, because of my sister, because of my brother, because of my partner, I have got these belief systems, because we could all do that. I could do that too. That was just passed on to us. But it's what we choose to do with it now. Either we continue to believe it, we continue to live it, or we choose to reprogram our subconscious mind for ourselves in order for us to continue to go out there and consciously create our way of living. First step that we need to understand is that the subconscious mind is one of the most powerful things. Those of you who play a musical instrument, let's just use the piano for example. If you look at a pianist right now, a professional pianist worldwide, they can sit down at that piano and they can just continue to play a song over and over and over and over and over again. They can continue to play that piano in complete flow state. Subconsciously, it just flows naturally through them. Let me ask you a question. Do you think the first time that pianist ever sat down to that piano, that came as naturally to them? They just sat down from when they were like born and just started playing like that? No, because they first had to master, they first had to practice that skill of consciously playing the piano, consciously going to lessons, constantly going to learn, constantly practicing over and over and over again. We don't practice things until we get it perfect. We continue to practice things in order to keep improving and in order to keep getting better and better and better. And that's the way I want you to look at this today, that your subconscious mind is that we are always reprogramming our subconscious mind. There's never one fixed way of living, that our subconscious mind is constantly growing and consciously expanding. So no matter how much I know today about law of attraction, I'm consciously wanting to know more. But for those of you who are out there who've got those beliefs that, you know, it's not possible, or that you've been dreaming too big, or you'll never be able to make it as a singer or a dancer, whatever your situation may be, we have to first unlearn everything which we have been taught. That's the first step. Step number 1 is to unlearn and to disconnect from those beliefs that are not serving you or that are not bringing you to the highest frequency level. And the reason why we do that is because we cannot continue to pour new information, relevant, right information to the subconscious mind whenever we have got all those blocks inside us that are still there to hold us back. No matter how much new subconscious we put in there, that old lingering feelings, words, actions are still in there. So the first step that we need to do is to remove all of that first of all. To be able to remove that, that's going to cause me to do a separate video. So if anybody's interested in a separate video as to how we unlearn everything we have been taught, comment below, because that will take longer than the 10-minute mark that I have for this video today. But the second thing is that we need to do is that we need to instill all those new beliefs. After we've removed the old beliefs, we need to instill the new beliefs into our conscious mind. For me, an example of that was being, I need to be able to see myself, I need to consciously see myself as being that speaker and somebody who lives a freedom lifestyle, to go out there, to travel the world, to speak on stages and inspire people. And I had to see that, and I had to think of that consciously. And I had to take myself out of my comfort zone and go to high-level trainings to become a speaker, to step outside of my comfort zone and start performing these practices. Every time I get up on stage now, there's no nerves, there's no anxiety, there's no stress, it's just enjoyment and it's just fun. At the very beginning, it wasn't always like that. First time I stood on stage, his hands were shaking like this. That's not how it is now. We continue to practice, so that our subconscious mind logs that. And I want you to comment below, everything that is now in your subconscious mind was once in your conscious mind. Everything that is now in your subconscious mind was once in your conscious mind. No matter what it is that you want to log into your subconscious mind in order to attract a relationship, health, wealth, abundance, you first need to log it into your conscious mind. Comment that below. Number 1, conscious mind before subconscious mind. It performs, and it requires us to continue to perform that act over and over and over again, and to continue to get comfortable with it, even though at the very beginning it's so uncomfortable. But in order for us to master that way of thinking, to master that way of being, we first have to log it into our conscious mind. And a lot of people say to me nowadays, Liam, how is it that you're so happy, that you're able to just live free, that you'd be able to have like an abundant lifestyle where you just travel, you just seem to eat food all the time, everywhere, all across the world? That was first in my conscious mind, before this now becomes natural flow state. Because it's every single week, there's a different airplane, there's a different flight, there's a different location, there's a different city, there's a different stage to speak on. But why? Because I had to put those practices into place to reprogram my subconscious mind. And I had to remove all those beliefs that were logged in here from a child, from growing up, to think that you need to work hard in order to be successful. You need to have a university degree in order to be successful. This is all the things that I heard growing up. Liam, you're dreaming too big. You're never going to be able to create that dream lifestyle that you were speaking about. And for me, that was difficult. And that takes a process of work to be able to remove all that. And the biggest common problem that a lot of people are trying to do is to reprogram that subconscious mind when they've still got all the shit left in there. Huge problem. Huge problem. Like I said in previous videos and in this video, you can't fill a cup up that is already full. We must first empty the cup before we can fill it with the new. All our beliefs that we have been given from a child, right through school, college, education, our workplaces, the environment, the toxic people around us in a workspace, that's all been logged into your conscious mind that we once downloaded, once registered and plugged into our subconscious mind. Probably one of the biggest factors that hold people back is the process of removing everything that has been logged in the subconscious mind in order to reprogram the new. And there's a lot of videos out there that show people how to reprogram the subconscious mind, but missing that step number 1 of, most importantly, taking out all the shit, taking out all the stuff that is no longer serving us. So For those of you who are interested, I believe tomorrow's video is going to have to be how we remove everything that's currently logged in our subconscious mind that's not serving us. You're on here watching this video right now. I believe your subconscious mind is not where it needs to be. It's not where it wants to be. So we have a bit of work to do in order to reprogram that in the most correct and efficient way. From the steps that I've shared on this video, you can start to reprogram that subconscious mind, but know and understand that it takes that requirement to take out all unworthy comments, unworthy thoughts, unworthy actions that have been logged in here for such a long time, to be able to strip them down and remove them from that subconscious mind to allow us to make way for the new. So if you guys have enjoyed this video, if it has been any way helpful whatsoever, please do give it a thumbs up. Please do comment below, let us know where you're tuning in from. It's always great to hear where you guys are tuning in from. And as always, please remember, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications button with it, because I have committed to doing daily videos every morning, 8 AM UK time, in order to pass on this wisdom, knowledge, inspiration for you, so that you can step into your power, take ownership of your life, and live the life that I know you are truly desire and that you truly deserve. But for now guys, I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.